Welcome back Java coders. In the last section, we learned about variables and data types. Just like a calculator performs mathematical operations, Java can also perform operations on variables. Today, we are diving into arithmetic operators. Java has 5 basic arithmetic operators: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus. Let's see these operators in action. We are going to use a very simple example. So let's start coding. Let's talk about the first arithmetic operator, that is addition. Let's understand how we are going to do the addition between two variables. First, let's declare a variable called int a and assign it a value as 5. Next, let's do the same for variable b and let's say its value is 3. Let's see how we are going to do the addition. In order to do the addition, let's also take a third variable which stores the addition of variable a and b. Let's call it as sum. A plus b. Remember, here plus acts as the addition operator. Let's quickly go ahead and print the output of the sum variable. Let's see what is the output. As you can see, it has correctly given the output as 8. Let's talk about the second arithmetic operator, that is the subtraction operator. Needless to say, it's just simply going to provide the difference between a and b's value. So, let's declare a variable called as difference, and here we are going to make use of the minus operator. Let's take the same system.out.println and let's just simply change this value. The difference is, make sure you write the correct spelling. See, it gave the difference as 2. Let's talk about the third arithmetic operator, that is multiplication. Needless to say, it is simply going to give us the product between the variable a and b. Let's see how to do it. Let's declare a variable called product and assign the value as a into b. Remember, here star acts as the multiplication operator. Let's quickly again take the same statement and print this. So, the product is, and let's add the variable. It gave the value as 15. Let's talk about the next operator, that is nothing but the remainder. Now, in order to get a remainder, what do? In order to do that, we need to make use of the modulus operator. Let's see how this works. So, let's say my variable is remainder. Now, a, what do we need to get? We need to get the remainder. So, in order to do that, we need to make use of this modulus operator, which is actually denoted as the percentage. Okay, let's quickly find out what is the output. The remainder is, and let's quickly type here. Let's run and let's check the output. See, it gave the remainder as 2. Now, we need to also talk about the last operator, that is nothing but the division operator. The division operator returns the quotient when a gets divided by b. Now think for a minute. When 5 gets divided by 3, the quotient is going to be a decimal value. So for that reason, here we should be making use of either a float or a double data type instead of going with an integer data type. So let's see how this is going to work. So let's say double, and let's say quotient will be a/b. Here / is nothing but used to represent the division operator. Let's quickly see what our output is going to look like. Did you see that? It says the quotient is 1.0 because here we added the data type as double. Let us also check what will be the output if instead of double, we would have actually gone and made use of the same int data type. See, the output returned is actually an integer value. So that's how the basic arithmetic operators work in Java. Let's talk ahead about the next very important concept, that is operator precedence. Now, we all are familiar how mathematical operations and equations work. You must be aware of BODMAS, in which we have set a certain rules in order to solve a mathematical equation. Basically, it's all about solving the brackets first, then going ahead with division, multiplication, addition, and then going ahead with the subtraction. Just the way we have operator precedence in mathematics, the same philosophy also applies in Java. Even in Java, we have operator precedence. So remember, division and multiplication is always going to take precedence over addition and subtraction. Let's try this out with a very simple example. Now, we will continue in the same example. Let's consider we have a variable called as result. Okay? And in this, we need to store the output of a mathematical equation. Let's consider it as a plus b into 3. I want you to now take a pause for a minute and first think what the output should be. Let's check this out. We already discussed about operator precedence, in which we spoke that multiplication will always take precedence over addition. So over here, we will first get the value of the multiplication done, which says b into 3. What's the value of variable b here? It's basically 3. So here it will ideally be 9. Now this will be getting added to what? The variable a, that is 5. So basically the output of this expression should be 14. Let's check this out. So let's see the result. There you have it. The result is 14. Amazing. Now, let's take one step ahead. Let's see what will happen if I actually just add round brackets. Will our output remain the same, or will the dynamics completely change? Why don't you take a minute and think what the answer will be? Over here, now as you see, we have already added the brackets. What does operator precedence say? That brackets need to be solved first. So over here, we are first going to perform the addition between the variable a and b. So which gives us the result as 8. This 8 gets multiplied with 3. So basically, our output is supposed to be 24. So that is how the operator precedence takes place in Java. Next, let's look at arithmetic compound assignment operators. These are just the shortcuts that allows you to perform an operation and assignment in just simply one step. Believe me or not, let's check this out. Let's consider this as an example. A plus equal to B. You must be wondering what the output is basically going to be like. Let's try to solve this. Now, when I write it as A plus equal to B, this basically means simply A plus B. So, let's check this output. So, let's say the new value of A will be this. Okay. Now, let's also understand how this is going to work, right? Basically, what you are doing is you are calculating the value of A plus B and you are actually updating the variable A with this new value. Let's quickly check out and see what our result is. Okay, so it says errors. Let's quickly check this out. Yes, so over here we should have actually given it as a comment. Let's quickly run this. See, it says the new value of A is 8. Did you see that? Instead of writing a bigger statement, we just made it using a small shortcut. Now, this is not only related with only the plus operator. You can also do this with the subtraction, multiplication, division, as well as the modulus operator. Let's check this out with another simple example. Now, I want to perform this. A minus equal to B. Why don't you take a minute and just think what this output should be? Over here, we are now going to consider what is the value of A minus B. We have already received the updated value of A as 8 from this last step. So over here, the output will ideally be 8 minus B. That is 8 minus 3. So finally, what will be the last value of A? It should ideally be 5. Let's check this out. Let's quickly print this variable's value and see if we are right or wrong. The new value of A is indeed 5. So that was all about our first set of operators, that is arithmetic operators. In our next video, we are going to take a step ahead and also learn about two more special operators, that is increment operator as well as the decrement operator. So see you in the next video.